Hey everyone, today we're talking about whether this GYMOST treadmill is actually worth the investment if you're looking for a solid home gym setup. If you're someone who's serious about walking, jogging, or even light running at home without the noise or bulk of a traditional treadmill, this might be the one to check out. Link is in the description if you want to see the full specs on Amazon. First off, the motor on this thing is impressive. It's a 3.5 HP brushless motor, which means it's not only powerful but also surprisingly quiet. I've used a few treadmills where the motor sounds like a jet engine taking off, but this one stays pretty quiet even at higher speeds. That's a game changer if you're trying to work out early in the morning or late at night without waking up the whole house. Plus, the 15% auto incline is a nice feature. It lets you simulate hills or just add some variety to your walk or run without having to manually adjust anything. It's smooth and responsive, which makes a big difference when you're trying to stay consistent with your workouts. The deck on this treadmill is another standout. It's got that premium cushioned design, so even if you're doing a light jog, your joints aren't taking a beating. I've noticed a huge difference compared to some cheaper models where the deck feels like concrete. The cushioning here is like walking on a cloud, honestly. And if you're on the heavier side, you'll appreciate the 450-pound weight capacity. That's not something you see on every treadmill, and it gives me confidence that this thing is built to last. I've put it through its paces with heavier weights, and it doesn't wobble or feel unstable at all. The console is straightforward but effective. It's got a large LED display that shows all your key metrics: speed, distance, time, calories burned, you name it. The buttons are responsive, and the interface is easy to navigate. There are 43 preset programs, which is way more than I expected for a home treadmill. Whether you're a beginner or more advanced, you can find something to keep you challenged. I love that it's not just a basic start-stop machine, it actually gives you options to mix up your routine. And if you're into tracking your progress, the metrics are accurate enough for most casual users. Setting this treadmill up was surprisingly simple. It came mostly assembled, and I had it up and running in about 20 minutes. No need to fuss with complicated instructions or tools. The instructions were clear, and the parts fit together without any issues. That's a relief because I've dealt with treadmills before that required a PhD to put together. Plus, the warranty is solid. It's got a 10-year motor warranty, which is a great sign that the company stands behind their product. You don't see that kind of coverage on every treadmill, so it's nice to know you're covered if something goes wrong down the line. Now, let's talk about the downsides. The first thing I noticed is that the treadmill is pretty heavy. It's not something you're going to move around easily, so make sure you've got a dedicated spot for it. If you're someone who likes to rearrange your space often, this might not be the best fit. Also, while the incline feature is great, it's not as steep as some commercial gym treadmills. If you're looking for something that can simulate a serious mountain climb, you might want to look elsewhere. But for most home users, the 15% incline is more than enough to add some challenge to your workout. Another thing to keep in mind is the size. This treadmill is long, about 77 inches. If you've got a smaller room or a tight space, it might feel a bit cramped. I'd recommend measuring your area before pulling the trigger to make sure it fits comfortably. And while the motor is quiet, it's not silent. If you're in a really quiet environment, you might still hear a low hum, but it's definitely not disruptive like some other models. Overall, though, this treadmill is a fantastic option if you're looking for a high-quality, durable machine that won't break the bank. It's got the power, the comfort, and the features to keep you motivated without driving you crazy with noise or complicated setup. Whether you're walking, jogging, or doing light running, it's a solid choice. If you're on the fence, I'd say go for it, just make sure you've got the space and the budget for it. The link is below if you want to check it out on Amazon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.